Are you struggling to pass your theory test first time? Then you're at the right place. Welcome to the Driving Theory Test UK, your trusted source for DVSA-style practice questions, hazard perception training, road signs, and expert tips to help you pass with confidence. We break down tricky topics into simple, easy-to-follow videos so you can learn faster and smarter. Bullseye, whether your test is weeks away or just around the corner, we're here to support you every step of the way. Subscribe now and join thousands of learners who've passed their test with our help.
Question 1. How should you drive in areas with traffic calming measures? A. At a reduced speed. B. With headlights on dipped beam. C. At the speed limit. D. In the center of the road. A. At a reduced speed. Question 2. Why should you slow down as you approach this hazard? A. Because it's hard to see to the right. B. Because of approaching traffic. C. Because of the level crossing. D. Because of animals crossing. C. Because of the level crossing. Question 3. What does it mean if you see this signal on the motorway? A. Stop, all lanes ahead closed. B. All vehicles use the hard shoulder. C. Sharp bend to the left ahead. D. Leave the motorway at the next exit. D. Leave the motorway at the next exit. Question 4. What does this sign mean? A. Two-way traffic over a bridge. B. Two-way traffic crosses a two-way road. C. Two-way traffic crosses a one-way road. D. Two-way traffic straight ahead. C. Two-way traffic crosses a one-way road. Question 5. Traffic officers operate on motorways and some primary routes in England and Wales. What are they authorised to do? A. Repair broken-down vehicles on the motorway. B. Issue fixed penalty notices. C. Stop and arrest drivers who break the law. D. Stop and direct anyone on a motorway. D. Stop and direct anyone on a motorway. Question 6. What's the meaning of this sign? A. School crossing patrol. B. No entry. C. National speed limit. D. Waiting restrictions. D. Waiting restrictions. Question 7. You're driving at night and looking for somewhere to park. When may you park on the right-hand side of the road? A. When you're more than 10 meters, 32 feet, from a junction. B. When you're in a one-way street. C. When you're under a lamppost. D. When you have your side lights on. B. When you're in a one-way street. Question 8. You're approaching a busy junction. What should you do when, at the last moment, You realize you're in the wrong lane. A. Use arm signals to help you change lane. B. Stop until the area has cleared. C. Continue in that lane. D. Force your way into the lane you need. C. Continue in that lane. Question 9. What does this sign mean? A. Maximum speed limit with traffic calming. B. Minimum speed limit with traffic calming. C. Only 20 cars allowed at any one time. D. 20 cars only parking zone. A. Maximum speed limit with traffic calming. Question 10. Which sign means no entry? B. Question 11. What legal requirement must be met by a newly qualified driver? A. They must be accompanied on their first motorway journey. B. They must have a new photograph taken for their full license. C. They must have valid motor insurance. D. They must display green L plates. C. They must have valid motor insurance. Question 12. Where's the safest place to park your vehicle at night? A. In a garage. B. In a quiet car park. C. On a busy road. D. Near a red route. A. In a garage. Question 13. You service your own vehicle. How should you dispose of the old engine oil? A. Tip it into a hole in the ground. B. Take it to a local authority site. C. Put it in your dustbin. D. Pour it down a drain. B. Take it to a local authority site. Question 14. What should you do before driving into a tunnel? A. Switch on your windscreen wipers. B. Switch off your radio. C. Close your sunroof. D. Take off your sunglasses. D. Take off your sunglasses. Question 15. What should you do to avoid fuel spillage? A. Check that your filler cap is securely fastened. B. Check that you've used a locking filler cap. C. Check that your tank is only 3/4 full. D. Check that your fuel gauge is working. A. Check that your filler cap is securely fastened.
Hi there. I hope this video helps you prepare for your UK driving theory test. If you find it useful, please consider subscribing to our channel and don't forget to turn on the bell notification so you never miss an update. Also, drop your score in the comments, we'd love to hear how you're doing. Now, let's jump back into the video.
Question 16. What should you do if the red lights start flashing as you approach a level crossing? A. Go over it carefully. B. Stop before the barrier. C. Switch on your hazard warning lights. D. Go over it quickly. B. Stop before the barrier. Question 17. You're on a motorway. What should you do if there's a red cross showing on the signs above your lane only? A. Don't continue in that lane. B. Pull onto the hard shoulder. C. Continue in that lane and look for further information. D. Stop and wait for an instruction to proceed. A. Don't continue in that lane. Question 18. You're traveling on a road that has road humps. What should you do when the driver in front is traveling more slowly than you? A. Overtake as soon as you can. B. Sound your horn. C. Flash your headlights. D. Slow down and stay behind. D. Slow down and stay behind. Question 19. What should you do as you approach this overhead bridge? A. Move out to the center of the road before going through. B. Find another route, this one is only for high vehicles. C. Move across to the right-hand side before going through. D. Be prepared to give way to large vehicles in the middle of the road. D. Be prepared to give way to large vehicles in the middle of the road. Question 20. You need to top up your battery with distilled water. What level should you fill it to? A. Halfway up the battery. B. Just above the cell plates. C. Just below the cell plates. D. The top of the battery. B. Just above the cell plates. Question 21. Who should obey diamond-shaped traffic signs? A. Bus drivers. B. Tram drivers. C. Taxi drivers. D. Lorry drivers. B. Tram drivers. Question 22. How much can stopping distances increase in icy conditions? A. 10 times. B. 5 times. C. 2 times. D. 3 times. A. 10 times. Question 23. What hazard should you be especially aware of if you're turning left into a side road? A. One-way street. B. Pedestrians. C. Traffic congestion. D. Parked vehicles. B. Pedestrians. Question 24. How will a school crossing patrol signal you to stop? A. By giving you an arm signal. B. By displaying a red light. C. By pointing to children waiting to cross. D. By displaying a stop sign. D. By displaying a stop sign. Question 25. You're traveling in very heavy rain. How is this likely to affect your overall stopping distance? A. It will be doubled. B. It will be 10 times greater. C. It will be no different. D. It will be halved. A. It will be doubled. Question 26. Who's legally responsible for ensuring that a vehicle registration certificate, V5C, is updated? A. The vehicle manufacturer. B. The registered vehicle keeper. C. Your insurance company. D. The licensing authority. B. The registered vehicle keeper. Question 27. What should you do when you're passing loose sheep on the road? A. Pass quickly but quietly. B. Briefly sound your horn. C. Go very slowly. D. Herd them to the side of the road. C. Go very slowly. Question 28. What could you do to help injured people at an incident? A. Keep them warm and comfortable. B. Give them something to eat. C. Give them a warm drink. D. Keep them on the move by walking them around. A. Keep them warm and comfortable. Question 29. You arrive at an incident. A pedestrian is bleeding heavily from a leg wound. The leg isn't broken and there's nothing in the wound. How could you help? A. Apply firm pressure over the wound. B. Dab the wound to stop the bleeding. C. Give them a warm drink. D. Keep the casualty's legs flat on the ground. A. Apply firm pressure over the wound. Question 30. There are objects hanging from your interior mirror. Why could this be a hazard? A. Your sun visor might get tangled. B. Your windscreen could mist up more easily. C. Your radio reception might be affected. D. Your view could be obstructed. D. Your view could be obstructed.
Hi there. I hope this video helps you prepare for your UK driving theory test. If you find it useful, please consider subscribing to our channel and don't forget to turn on the bell notification so you never miss an update. Also, drop your score in the comments, we'd love to hear how you're doing. Now, let's jump back into the video.
Question 31. What will help you to move off on a snowy surface? A. Using the car's lowest gear. B. Using a high engine speed. C. Using the parking brake and foot brake together. D. Using a higher gear than normal. D. Using a higher gear than normal. Question 32. You're driving in a built-up area that has traffic calming measures. What should you do when you approach a road hump? A. Move across to the left-hand side of the road. B. Wait for any pedestrians to cross. C. Stop and check both pavements. D. Check your mirror and slow down. D. Check your mirror and slow down. Question 33. What should you do if a doctor prescribes drugs that are likely to affect your driving? A. Avoid driving on motorways. B. Get someone else to drive. C. Never drive at more than 30 miles per hour. D. Only drive if someone is with you. B. Get someone else to drive. Question 34. You've stopped at a pelican crossing. What should you do if a disabled person is crossing slowly in front of you and the lights change to green? A. Sound your horn. B. Wait for them to finish crossing. C. Edge forward slowly. D. Drive in front of them. B. Wait for them to finish crossing. Question 35. It's very windy. What should you do if you're behind a motorcyclist who's overtaking a high-sided vehicle? A. Keep well back. B. Stay level with the motorcyclist. C. Overtake the motorcyclist immediately. D. Keep close to the motorcyclist. A. Keep well back. Question 36. You're driving on the motorway in windy conditions. What should you do as you overtake a high-sided vehicle? A. Be wary of a sudden gust. B. Increase your speed. C. Expect normal conditions. D. Drive alongside very closely. A. Be wary of a sudden gust. Question 37. You want to park and you see this sign. What should you do on the days and times shown? A. Park in a bay and not pay. B. Park in a bay and pay. C. Park on yellow lines and not pay. D. Park on yellow lines and pay. B. Park in a bay and pay. Question 38. How far are you allowed to reverse? A. No more than a car's length. B. The length of a residential street. C. No further than is necessary. D. As far as it takes to reverse around a corner. C. No further than is necessary. Question 39. What would suggest you're driving on an icy road? A. There's less wind noise. B. There's less tire noise. C. There's less engine noise. D. There's less transmission noise. B. There's less tire noise. Question 40. You've been involved in an argument that's made you feel angry. What should you do before starting your journey? A. Have an alcoholic drink. B. Open a window. C. Turn on your radio. D. Calm down. D. Calm down. Question 41. What does this sign mean? A. Level crossing with gate or barrier. B. Cattle grid ahead. C. Gated road ahead. D. Level crossing without gate or barrier. A. Level crossing with gate or barrier. Question 42. What does this sign mean? A. Temporary traffic lights ahead. B. Amber signal out of order. C. Traffic lights out of order. D. New traffic lights ahead. C. Traffic lights out of order. Question 43. What does this line across the road at the entrance to a roundabout mean? A. Give way to traffic from the right. B. You have right of way. C. Stop at the line. D. Traffic from the left has right of way. A. Give way to traffic from the right. Question 44. What should you do when you're approaching traffic lights that have been green for some time? A. Maintain your speed. B. Be ready to stop. C. Brake hard. D. Accelerate hard. B. Be ready to stop. Question 45. You're traveling behind a moped. What should you do if you want to turn left a short distance ahead? A. Overtake the moped before the junction. B. Pull alongside the moped and stay level until just before the junction. C. Sound your horn as a warning and pull in front of the moped. D. Stay behind until the moped has passed the junction. D. Stay behind until the moped has passed the junction.
Hi there. I hope this video helps you prepare for your UK driving theory test. If you find it useful, please consider subscribing to our channel and don't forget to turn on the bell notification so you never miss an update. Also, drop your score in the comments, we'd love to hear how you're doing. Now, let's jump back into the video.
Question 46. On a vehicle, where would you find a catalytic converter? A. On the cooling system. B. On the exhaust system. C. In the air filter. D. In the fuel tank. B. On the exhaust system. Question 47. You're driving towards this left-hand bend. What danger should you be anticipating? A. A vehicle overtaking you. B. Mud on the road. C. The road getting narrower. D. Pedestrians walking towards you. D. Pedestrians walking towards you. Question 48. What safety device must be fitted to a trailer braking system? A. Stabilizer. B. Jockey wheel. C. Corner steadies. D. Breakaway cable. D. Breakaway cable. Question 49. What must you do if poor health affects your driving? A. Avoid using motorways. B. Inform the licensing authority. C. Always drive accompanied. D. Inform your local police. B. Inform the licensing authority. Question 50. How should a load be carried on your roof rack? A. Loaded towards the rear of the vehicle. B. Visible in your exterior mirror. C. Covered with plastic sheeting. D. Securely fastened with suitable restraints. D. Securely fastened with suitable restraints.